Hey, Cancer, intuitive soul coach here with your July 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Cancer, we'll take a look today at the overall energy for the month of July, the greatest strengths that you can utilize at this time, as well as your fullest potential. We'll take a look at action steps, messages from your guides, as well as the outcome or celebratory energy. So right away, I am feeling this strong pull towards authenticity, truth, and things coming to the surface that may have been foggy, murky, or unclear. I'm also sensing that a lot of you, there's something with mystery. There is something with maybe hidden secrets or hidden mysteries, something below the surface that perhaps you have been aware of, or maybe you haven't been. It could be subconsciously, but I feel like you are bringing everything out into the open in the month of July. This could be getting real, getting honest with yourself, with others around you. I am getting that you may be taking a new direction, a new path. You may be approaching someone or something in a new light, which I really like this for you because you feel this energy building up and you know that there's a different direction or a different path, or there's a new approach to a situation or a conversation that can actually help you move further along on your journey. And you're getting clear about how to progress, how to move. I'm getting the strong Chariot energy, which is you. So we'll clarify here as we move forward. So right away here, no more, thank you. Right away, the overall energy for the month of July, you have this Scorpio energy, and this is your fellow water sign, Cancer. This is about revealing what needs to be seen. So this is the perfect clarifier of what I was picking up on intuitively, because something you may not have known the outcome. You may not have known how something was going to pan out or work out. You really wanted to put those pieces together is what I am sensing here. But things become clear, and perhaps it's because you're able to see from a higher perspective. Some of you are getting real with your soul's truth. You could be speaking from the heart. And I feel even though you may not know what's happening way out here, you actually are clear about what's going on right in the moment, and you're realizing that that's all that matters. Now, some of you did feel a little bit stuck or set back. I'm kind of getting this energy here of hidden truths. Hidden truths. So it could be between you and a lover, you and a family member. There could have been some sort of mystery, something you didn't quite feel was right. Maybe you met someone and you just felt something was off, or you applied for that job and something didn't seem right, but you couldn't quite put your finger on it. I feel like it's coming out in the month of July. So let's take a look and clarify this energy here, because I feel like this is going to help you versus hinder you. And even though it may not turn out the way that you thought it would, I feel like it still will be beneficial, whether it's a conversation you have and it's out in the open, whether you ask someone and say to them, hey, this doesn't quite feel right, or I'm not quite sure. Can you give me a little bit more time, or can you give me more details? There's something here with, temptations, but also options. 7 of Cups. So there's more information needed, and it's important for you. I'm getting here a little bit of timing maybe at play. Someone may say, Cancer, we need to know if you can join our team. Let us know in the next week. Or you may have a person in your world say, well, I need to know by a certain date. So I am getting something along the line of deadlines, and I'm also getting pool party. Someone may be having a pool party. This could be getting together with a group of people, possibly for your birthday. But the 7 of Cups here is about being grounded in reality. But I also sense that some of you, please take it as it resonates, some of you may be overthinking a decision or overthinking some options, but I do sense this, you're getting clarity. You're getting clarity. You may even be speaking to a professional, whether it's a healer, a light worker, it could be a family member. I do sense that there is someone else that could be giving you some sound advice. Okay, yeah, beautiful. It could even be from someone a little bit younger than you. You may be learning from, it could be your children as well. There's something you're able to see clearly. And I also feel like you have this beginner's mindset, Cancer. You have the Page of Wands here, and this is rapid fire planning. You look at that. You're going back to the drawing board. You're saying what is working in my life, what is not. And we have had this recent Capricorn full moon, which is a very powerful energy. And Capricorn is all about going back to the drawing board and saying, this is working, this is not. I am getting down to reality and I'm making something happen, or I am completely disregarding it. There's no wishy-washy energy here. And I feel like you are deciding to do something. You may have also held back on a big dream that you did have here, Cancer. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting the name Sybil. Sybil, that could be your name, maybe a middle name, grandmother's name, maybe it's a place. Please take it as it resonates. Sybil is the name coming through. But I am sensing you're no longer procrastinating. You have put something on hold, whether, again, it is some sort of truth, hidden truth, it could have even been, to get you back into alignment. And you are saying, this is what I need to do. This is how I'm going to do it. No more hesitating, no more procrastinating. I am going out there. I'm getting it done. It could be writing a business plan. It could be having that conversation with a family member, and it may have been difficult. For some of you, you may be speaking to a child. I'm getting adult children as well. They may have offered or asked for advice, and you may be having a clear conversation with them about a move or about a major life decision in their life as well. Some of you may be sitting down and talking to your children with your partner about some big decision that has to do with the family as well. I'm getting that some of you are looking into new career options. It could be a complete change. You may be sitting down with the family and say, hey, we're thinking about moving across the city, the town, the country, the state, the world, whatever it may be. I also get military here for some of you. Now, Wheel of Fortune is a positive new spin on things. And this is a lucky twist of fate, because in the past there has been some challenges, and that may have been what was hidden. You weren't quite sure how to overcome some of those challenges, but the truth is coming out. You are becoming more aware of your truth, of what you need to do, of your surroundings, and you have this next trip around the sun that we've been talking about here, and I feel like you're taking action. No more waiting around. You're grounding yourself. You are planning. You're not procrastinating here, and I feel like this is a twist of fate here. Let's take a look at your greatest strengths and how you can utilize them. Embrace the flow. Gemini energy here. Your greatest strength is to not resist the changes that are happening in your world, Cancer, because there are changes and it may feel like they're happening internally. I'm getting something with aging, something with health. Some of you are shifting the way that you feel about maybe a person, about a relationship, or about your job. Trust and go with the flow. Don't resist, because when we resist, then we disconnect from our alignment, and it's more difficult to see things clearly. So Spirit is saying here, your greatest strength is to embrace these changes that are coming in, because they're going to change the direction in a very powerful way. For some of you, this is money. For others of you, it is absolutely a career and authenticity with what it is that you do. This is about you being authentic, and some of you may be going off on your own, starting a business, enhancing or increasing a business if you already are there. I'm feeling as well that there could be family staying with you. Okay, family staying with you, or you staying with family, and this could be embracing the flow, but that doesn't mean let people walk all over you or disrespect you, Cancer. There is this energy here of setting healthy boundaries and doing what is right for you so you can feel in flow. That is not selfish to set healthy boundaries, to say no when you mean no and yes when you mean yes. So going with the flow is something you will do more so of, and it can really help you out as you navigate through these ups and downs. Let's take a look here and clarify. What do we need to know about Cancer strength here? Cancer strength. You may be helping someone go through a challenging time. You may be letting someone stay with you, is what I'm hearing as well. Yeah, Queen of Wands. This could be a mother, it could be a sister. You could be the Queen of Wands in this situation where someone is really looking up to you for strength because they see that you are quite confident, that you do have ambition. Don't let them overstay their welcome is what I'm getting here, or drain you of your energy. If someone is going through a difficult time, yes, you absolutely can help them. You have extra reserve because you have been working on yourself. But if you're getting to the point where you feel mentally, physically, spiritually, or emotionally exhausted, then you need to change that energy, shift it up a little bit here. I'm getting, remember earlier we talked about wise advice. I feel like something is coming in here for you, whether it's from your own higher self, Cancer. It could be from a female energy. But this Queen of Wands, she embodies the energy of strength, confidence, creativity. This could be an entrepreneur, someone even in the office. There is wise, sound advice here, and this is going to help you move forward into more prosperity. I'm getting more prosperity here for you. Now, your fullest potential for the month of July is to step up and lead, Capricorn. And we just talked about the full moon in Capricorn here. So once you embrace letting go of all of those maybe self-doubts, insecurities, limiting beliefs, fears, patterns that hold you back, once you get something out in the open, and that's what the main energy is, reveal what needs to be seen. If you dive in, take a deep dive, have a conversation, ask for the details, get down to the nitty gritty. Some of you, this could be a project. I do feel for you, once you start it, once you begin, it's like the dominoes effect, and it's going to be so much easier to move forward once you get started. So your fullest potential in the month of July is to step up. Once you step up, you are going to be that leader. You have this capacity to move forward, to lead, to speak. A lot of you are inspirational speakers or leaders, social media influencers. You may hold and captivate the attention of many is what I'm hearing here for you. I'm also getting the name Judas. Judas, I mean, I know there's is that a singer, Judas Priest? I don't think that's it here, but some of you, there could be a Judas or Judy's. Could be a last name as well. It could even be a place. Now, I feel for you, Cancer, this is about taking it to the next level, whatever that means for you. Business, relationships, health. It's time for you to step up and lead. Some of you are hitting a big milestone. A big birthday is what I'm getting as well. It could be, 40, it could be 50, it could be 60. It could be, some of you are in your Saturn return. So if you're not familiar with what Saturn return is, I think it is around 29 years old. And then again, another, let's see, there's a 56-ish, I believe, and then maybe around 70. But look that up because there's different levels of the Saturn return that you may be going through as well. It could be between one of those phases, which also means something. So take a dive into Saturn return if you're curious. But I am getting there is a new possibly 7 or 10 year cycle coming in here for you. So some things that you are incorporating into your world now are going to stick with you for the next cycle here, not just for the next year, Cancer. I'm talking the next 7 to 10 years. Let's take a look and see what that may be. What do we have here for Cancer? Oh, okay. Thank you. Some of you may have lost a pet. Could be a family member. It could be a friend, either physically or emotionally. Please take that as it resonates. But I'm getting here a loss, and there could be something new, not to replace, but there could be a new energy. It seems like it would be replacing, but it's not, because there's different personalities, different energy. If some of you did lose a friend of the past, there could be a new friend coming in that mirrors or has some characteristics that you really enjoyed from the friend of the past, but it's a new person. Same with a new animal. If you had lost an animal a couple years ago, there could be a new animal entering your world this year or even in July. But even though they may mirror some of the same characteristics, they're their own energy. So that's what's important here. All right, what else do we have? Step up and lead. Whew, yeah, this is you getting it done. Now, typically, I don't love the 5 of Swords because it can be stepping on someone's feet. It can be a ruthless win. It can be a very war, like I'm going to do what I have to do to win, even if it hurts other people, including my own self at times. So the Five of Swords is all about compromise. How can you compromise instead of getting stuck in a huge tug of war, mental, physical conflict within yourself or others? I feel in order for you to get out of whatever this Five of Swords is, and fives can be about obstacles. They can be challenging. And look at him. It's like he has a war face. He's going ready for battle. He has his swords ready to pull out at any moment. And he already has one pulled out because he only has 4 on his back there. So when the Five of Swords shows up, you've definitely been through the fight. So sometimes you have your fight or flight up. Sometimes you just want to attack, or you may feel that the people around you may want to attack, sabotage, or hurt you at times. And I feel like this is what you're stepping out of. You're stepping out of this situation of I need to survive, survival type of mode here. It could be survival of the fittest type of energy here, where you feel like I'm getting someone maybe strong, but small, strong, but small. This could be even an animal. Sometimes the smallest of animals think they're the most ferocious, right? But I'm getting that someone may have grew up maybe smaller, or it could be the quote runt of the family, the last one. It could be the runt of the litter when it comes to animals or the pets. But I feel like you had to fight because everyone else maybe had it before you, or you had to survive on your own. Some of you have had to take care of yourself at a very young age, and you had to fight for your survival, fight for, your rights to climb ahead. Some of you, I'm just feeling that you struggled based on an environment or how you were brought up. There's just this, I'm getting theft as well. Some of you may have stolen something. Now, please take it as it resonates. You may have stolen to survive, or someone around you may have stolen. It doesn't mean stolen something physically, although that certainly could be theft, because I'm getting that energy here. But I'm feeling stole your time, stole your dignity, your pride, your integrity. There's something that you may have felt stolen from, or you may have stole that from someone, or they told you that as well. Please take that as it resonates. Kind of deep here, but I do feel like this is past. Okay, it's not something coming into the future, because now you're stepping up and taking the lead, moving on. Because again, remember, Cancer, this is your fullest potential. Your fullest potential is to overcome some of those fight or flight tendencies, that I have to go to war. I have to, I have to survive. So I'm going to go into every situation bearing, my sword up here, and I'm going to let people know that this is who I am before I even enter the room. The energy that's coming off, but I'm getting a little bit of a softer approach for you. Yes, you can lead, but you don't have to lead with this war face. And that's what I feel you're doing here. You're stepping up and leading and doing something differently, so there's not so much conflict. And remember, you have here as your greatest strength to go with the flow, not resist, because when we resist, it tends to bring up this fight or flight and this war-like energy. So let's take a look at your action steps. What action steps can you take? Work through your feelings. This is interesting because this is Aries energy here for you. And actually Aries is shifting, Aries and Libra, north and south nodes. We are shifting into that energy in the month of July. So you may have a lot of intense feelings come up for you. When that Aries north node is activated, it's a time for you to look at the things you want to lead, how you want to lead, what kind of leader you want to become. Okay, and it's based on your truth, your authenticity, not someone over here, not your father or your mother or the people that you have seen lead. And if they have led in a very positive, constructive way, and that inspires you to lead the same way, then by all means, keep that. But I'm just getting that there could be something from the past that you were mirrored, that you were taught, that you were conditioned, that may have been fight or flight, war. It could be that military I was picking up on as well. But it's a time for you to work through your feelings. And I do sense that the more you look through them, you work through them, the more you'll be aware of how to physically deal with them. And that's a very positive energy to be in. When you're aware of what's going on, you have the control of how you want your future to look like. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is a brand new beginning to open your heart up, Cancer. If you've been left feeling hurt, if you've been left feeling defeated, okay, some of you have absolutely been hurt in a relationship. Some of you were in a very violent or domestic dispute with someone of the past. There's a new beginning here for you to open your heart and love to the highest level. This is exciting. This is about new beginnings coming in here for you. So action steps. In order for you to have this exciting new beginning, we must keep that momentum, keep that motivation, and work through those feelings. So really powerful here. Now, what do your guides want you to know? Releasing control is going to help you overcome any obstacles. Now, when we don't feel in control, this can stem as an adult because we may not have felt in control of our circumstances or surroundings as a child. So if you went through domestic violence when you were a child, perhaps you've seen your mom and dad fight, perhaps things were chaotic around you at all times when you were younger. You may have taken that into controlling energy within yourself, or you may have attracted people around you that tend to be more controlling or take your power away. Please take it as it resonates. Your guides want you to know that you are safe and that you are protected and that you are loved as you release this control. And there's a level of trust here. And this came up in the very beginning of your reading here, Cancer, where it's okay for you to trust. It's okay for you to be safe. It's okay for you to be seen, and it's okay for you to be heard. And when we don't feel all of those things that I just mentioned, we try to be in control because that helps us feel secure and safe, but ultimately it backfires because it pushes everything away that we truly seek and desire on a soul level. Let's take a look at how we can help you release that control around you. What's going on here for Cancer, please? How can we help Cancer release? The Hermit. Go within. You have gone within, I am sensing. Thank you, Spirit. I'm hearing I have went within. So some of you have been in this Hermit energy. You had to self-isolate to heal is what I'm hearing. But look at her. She is sitting on that chair, butt naked. She is completely vulnerable. She is baring her soul to her truths, her pains, her shadows, her vulnerabilities, every piece of her that feels wounded, scabbed, or hurt, but also every piece of her that is love, compassion, and kindness. So there is a sense of authenticity and vulnerability within the darkness around her. And she's realizing that that flashlight, that light, isn't external. It's not outside of her, but that light is within. And that's what you are taking into really, really deep consideration. I feel like you've known this all along, of course, but sometimes we need that extra little oomph to help us see in the dark. And I feel like you're getting that extra little oomph, whether it is, again, connecting with a healer, a therapist, a coach, a best friend, whether you are doing the work yourself, whatever it is for you here, this is about you knowing you're safe and protected. And some of you need to know you don't have to isolate anymore. You don't have to hide because you're doing the work here and you're protected. It's okay to release some of that control. All right. And your outcome energy here, celebratory energy, outcome. What is it that you can expect? This is good. This is all good here in this pile, I should say. What do we have here? What's the final outcome? What is celebratory energy for Cancer? Yes, I love it. Look at that. Be proud of yourself. And it's interesting to note as well, we just got out of, or we're embracing, as I said, that the North and South node in July will be switching from Taurus and Scorpio, which we have here, Taurus energy. So that's past, right? It's something we're integrating into now Aries and Libra, South and North node. So it could benefit you to find out. what north and south nodes you have as well, Cancer. But regardless, Taurus is the past. And this is about you being proud of yourself for your past challenges, your past accomplishments, and everything that you have come here to life to do. I feel like you've done it. It doesn't mean that life's over for you. You still have more to accomplish, more to fulfill, more to experience, more love, more happiness, more life. But I am sensing that a lot of you've chose to have a lot of experience, and some have been high of high, some have been low of low. But be proud of yourself for that roller coaster ride that you signed up for here, Cancer. And that's the outcome. This is about pride and you knowing that you can step into this next cycle not unscathed, because yes, you've been through stuff and that stuff isn't just forgotten, right? It's going to help you evolve. And one of my favorite sayings, I say this all the time, I should get this embedded on a shirt. You can become bitter. You can let the past define you, and you can become bitter because of the past, or you can choose to let the past define you in a way where you become better. So again, you can become bitter or better. You have free will. The choice is yours. And because this is celebratory energy here, Cancer, you're becoming better. You're stepping up and you're taking the lead here. This is about you being able to see what you couldn't see before. Now you're able to embrace and go more with the flow. Some of you may have dealt with a karmic cycle, a twin flame union, something that was very difficult or challenging, where the both of you just fought tooth and nail. Maybe both of you had your defenses up. Both of you had your walls up. I feel like there's an opportunity here to step up out of that fight or flight in order to embrace the energy of love. And you can do that by working through your feelings, creating a safe and secure place to be seen and to be heard and to be vulnerable. Be proud of yourself. You are releasing this sense of control or this control or manipulation that may have been around you, Cancer. But I feel like this is a very powerful month for you to jump into the next cycle for you, the next phase. And it's a phase that is more peaceful and more ease. I'm almost getting you being able to take a deep breath, like, I can release this. It's no longer a heavy burden that I have to carry, because you've been carrying it for quite some time. And so I am getting here a clean slate, a fresh start, being able to move on, maybe even forgive, to heal, and to bring in excitement. Some of you, there's a pool party. For others of you, you could be getting together with friends. Someone could be giving you solid advice. I also sense that someone may be giving you, I don't want to say unsolicited advice, but it may be that you didn't necessarily ask, but they are tuning into your feelings and they give you advice that you didn't even know you needed, but you needed. And you hear it and you say, wow, that makes complete sense. And it's something that helps you out. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. If you are vibing with the energy of this channel and you haven't already hit that subscribe and notification bell, please do so. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here. Lots of love.